just initial thoughts on the matchup with the Knicks and what you guys have to do to have success in the series.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, great coach. Just a great depth, great team. You see what they've been able to do, over the course of the season and in the playoffs thus far with their two guys, but also the way that the others are able to impact the game. So it'll be a physical series. It'll come down to the margins. You have to be able to defend without fouling, rebound, take care of the ball, execute, and be able to get to different stuff defensively because of their ability to put pressure on the rim and get great shots.
Bobby.
Hey Joe, is Drew currently on track to play Monday at this point?
Yeah, day to day, just getting better every day, doing whatever he can to make sure he puts himself in position to try to come back as fast as he can. So, he's working hard.
And you mentioned the physicality of the Knicks series and the margins and those things. Um, how different of a challenge is New York compared to Orlando, stylistically? What are some of the main differences you see there in terms of the matchup?
Yeah, I mean, obviously their offensive numbers are better. Their ability to change defenses is good. They have two guys that could score at all three levels. They got role guys that could really impact the game. Their defensive pressure is great, and they have the ability to impact the margins in a big way. So we have to be able to combat that with our physicality, our attention to detail, our execution.
Thank you.
John.
There we go. Joe, with a bunch of guys kind of banged up dealing with things, how does that change your preparation? Is there more of a focus on film? Is there a little less done on the court, or do you just keep going through it and kind of adjust how much guys participate?
I mean, there's always ways to get better. I mean, whether it's on the practice court, whether it's in the film room, whether it's on walkthroughs, whether it's getting up and down, you just have to take advantage of all the ways you could learn and institute a game plan. So, it's the playoffs. No one's 100%. So, do what we got to do to be ready for game one.
And then Jack.
Joe, you guys swept the season series against New York. How much can you pull from those games based on what worked versus how much is it just a completely clean slate because it's the playoffs and everything sort of changes?
I mean, that's just a saying that everything sort of changes. You still have to rebound. You have to take care of the basketball. You can't, you have to be able to defend without fouling. You have to execute. You have to set good screens. You have to sprint in transition. You have to get to the corners. You have to sprint back. You have to keep it 5-on-5. You have to protect the paint. You have to box out. So all those details are super important. Every game takes on a life of its own. Every series takes on a life of its own. So right now the series is 0-0. It's two good teams getting ready to play, and we have to be able to execute at a high level all the things that have the process of winning.
Thanks.
Chris, do you have another question?
Yeah, and just in what ways do you feel the Orlando series made you better going into this series? And obviously, you referenced the parallels in regard to the physicality, but are there any things that you see specifically that made you guys, a better team going into this round?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just our ability to handle different matchups, different coverages, the way we had to screen, getting into the depths of some of our offensive actions to be able to execute. The pace which we play with was a little bit faster. We got to the free throw line more. Just I think in a series you have to be willing to do what the defense gives you, what the offense gives you. Every game's different, every series is different. So, game one we'll obviously see what both teams are trying to do, and you have to be willing to execute. You got to be ready to get the different layers of things on both ends of the floor.
Thanks, Joe.
Gary.
Yeah, Joe, what's the challenge of defending Brunson? I mean, he's one of the best. He's one of the more craftier players in the league, and obviously he gets to his spots. And then once you're in his face, he's a master of drawing fouls. What's that like to kind of, you want to limit his free throws, but what's that like facing him? And what kind of a challenge is that?
Yeah, I mean, you just can't do it with one guy, right? It takes a team. It takes different matchups. It takes different coverages, but there's got to be a level of physicality, a level of discipline, a level of attention to detail on tendencies at the same time. If you add up all the points, there are a number of points to which you can work to be disciplined and work to control. At the same time, he's a great player and he's going to make plays. So To me, that's where the margins are so important. You know, if you put yourself in a position to where you don't impact the margins at a high level, players of his caliber who, can get to a spot, can get to a free throw line, it puts you in a tougher spot. So have to defend them as a team, have to be disciplined in the tendencies, have to do a great job on the margins.
Last question to Bobby.
Joe, what do you think of Luke's performance in the last series there? Obviously, stepping into a bigger role this season. How do you feel like his impact has translated to the playoffs so far?
He's great. Did a great job on our matchup recognition, changing defenses. His screening versus different coverages was good in the beginning. They matched Isaac to him a little bit, and that forced us to go to some different play call frequencies and lineups. But he played alongside Al, played alongside KP, showed his versatility on both ends. We need him to continue to play at a high level for us to be good.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.